What is going on, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to another Galaxy of Heroes video with me, your bald-headed boy Scribble. It is Monday morning, a new week has arrived, and we are gonna get galactically challenged. Today we find ourselves on Malachor facing off against the Jedi. That's right, the Koth lead that we've all come to fear is now a part of this galactic challenge. It's got an odd smorgasbord of attendants in this team. Mace, Keller and Beck, Bastila Shan, and Jedi Knight Luke under Koth lead. It's weird when they create a galactic challenge that is actually the real challenge is keeping the enemy team alive long enough for us to get the feats done. But interesting, the global modifier is Drain Essence. Essentially, the leader gets a new ability which they can use in more or less all of their turns. All of their allies are going to lose 25% of their max health, max protection, and then they're going to gain 5% offense per character affected this way, and they gain a bonus turn. The player modifier is Permission, and this is a fantastic modifier for the Hutt Cartel. If you've got pretty trashy Hutt Cartel, you don't have Jabba or something like that, you can still do pretty good work if you've got a decent Cad Bane. Throw him in the leadership, and as long as you've got some form of tank taunting, Santi, doesn't matter how powerful he is, honestly, genuinely, if they can't touch your Cad Bane, you will be absolutely fine, so don't worry about it. But basically, your main leader needs to lose 100% of their protection before any of your other Hutt Cartel allies can die. So, just have a taunting tank in there and have, Cad Bane just face tank everything. And just, nobody dies. It's great. It's really good. The enemy's got Humble Strike. Essentially, what's going to be happening is every time an enemy has a dispellable buff during their turn, they're going to gain advantage for 2 turns and ramp up crit damage, basically, until the end of battle. It's a little bit scary, but nothing too much to worry about. Feats, then. What do we need to do? We need to win with a team of Hutt Cartel, we need to inflict stun 30 times, and we need to win with an undersized squad. Now, we're going to have to break this up into a number of teams because we can't get it all done in one, but we will go ahead and get this sorted. Let's go. We'll kick it off with just a standard full Hutt Cartel. I'm just going to get the GL one out of the way. You go in with Jabba, you hit auto. Genuinely, it doesn't matter. I don't know why I even decided to try and play any of this battle manually. I was just like, oh, wait a minute. This is Jabba the Hutt. You go in and hit auto and you just have a really good time because you're going to destroy them before they can even do anything to you, realistically speaking. This is a GL in a galactic challenge. There's nothing really challenging about it. Now, this won't get you anything apart from a full Hutt Cartel feat. You could try and throw in Cad Bane here and hopefully try and get the stuns, but it's not going to happen, ladies and gentlemen. 30 stuns is a lot of stuns. So let's see if you don't have Jabba. Like I said, it's actually very easy. I just went in with a Cad Bane lead and then throw in a full team of Hutt Cartel. Full team of Hutt Cartel will cause Santi to taunt at the start, and as long as your Cad Bane doesn't lose 100% of his protection, none of your units can actually die. Isn't that wonderful? Now, you don't need the likes of Bausch and Skiffguard Lando, just make sure you've got Santi there so that he can tank everything. Doesn't matter if he's gear 1, well, maybe you need a little bit of his abilities leveled up, but it doesn't matter how tanky he is, because as long as Cad Bane hasn't had his protection removed, you cannot actually defeat Santi. It's really, really quite nice. Now, you do want to get rid of Mace Windu pretty early on because he does have that shatter point that will slowly reduce the max health and could potentially get rid of your Cad Bane. You don't want none of that business. Cad Bane has also got a stun on his special, so you could theoretically try and go in with a really weak Hutt Cartel team and just try to eke out those 30 stuns with just Cad Bane, but I don't really recommend it because it's probably an exercise in futility and a little bit dull. So I'm just working my way through here. Eventually we do just chip away at every single person on the field. They can't really do anything here, guys. We're golden, basically. We are absolutely golden. And then leaving Koth till last because he is the biggest threat. Obviously, he's not, guys. He's Koth. He's even with his Datacron, it's not really about him, is it? It's about the Datacron. So yeah. All right, come on, Cad Bane. Let's finish it up here, buddy. Let's wrap it up. As Koth has outlived his welcome, I think. There we go. Koth done. So we need Undersize, and we also need to get those stuns. Now, for the Undersize, ladies and gentlemen, you might as well just go in with your Hutt Cartel and drop a unit and go in on auto, and that will be absolutely fine. However, if you want to try and get that with the stuns as well, I do recommend going in with an EP team. So I'm taking in Emperor Palpatine with Mara Jade, Jedi Knight Luke, and I'm taking in Count Dooku. If you don't have Jedi Knight Luke, swap him out for a Royal Guard. Essentially, what we're going to be doing is we're going to be using the stuns from our team to get those 30 stuns. So First special from Mara Jade is a stun. Second special is going to put shock out there. Now we're going to be using Palpatine's AoE. That's going to be 4 cases of shock because Jedi Knight Luke is immune to shock. Don't do this, because that won't count. It can stun him with Dooku, but that won't count because he's immune to stuns. So don't be a silly sausage. Now you can use the event special ability on Palpatine to cycle through turns. Luke is there literally for just 1 AoE stun. That gets you an extra 4 stuns. Count Dooku also stuns on basics, which is great, and he can double tap, so it's all the better. Now, I don't like to use a lot of AoEs from Mara Jade, because she will kill the team a little bit too quickly for my liking. She's got a lot of gear in my instance. I would rather just maybe use the second AoE to make sure that there's AoE shock out on the board. That's more TM for Palpatine and guaranteed chances to stun. Every time you have that first special available from Palpatine, always use it, because that is stuns, basics and first special from Dooku, and that should just about get you there. Yeah, just try and drag it out. Try not to deal too much damage, and always use that AoE stun when you can. Jedi Knight Luke may well just cause you some issues. If you want to kill anybody on the enemy team, make it Jedi Knight Luke. I say that because he is immune to stuns, so you won't be able to get any additional stuns out of him. So I don't know why I didn't, apparently I just don't even take my own advice here. I just go around and do what I want. But this one got me all the stuns that I needed personally. So here we go. Just look how weak that Dooku is. I'm too weak. And Luke over there has literally got 1 health bar thanks to us using the event special ability so much. But hey, what can you say? It works out in the end, and we managed to get our Undersize, and we managed to get those wonderful, wonderful 30 stuns. You could also try to get it done with a Jedi Master Luke team. I'm throwing in Jedi Knight Luke and Ayla. If you call in Ayla constantly, she will stun on a basic, so just use all your call to assists on Ayla. Probably get rid of GMY and throw in somebody else that can also call to assists. I'm thinking maybe somebody like Bastila Shan, potentially, something like that, just so that we've got another source of calling Ayla to assist, and just try and drag it out. Try not to use the Jedi Master Luke's special ability to call unless you absolutely have to. The damage output there is huge, unless you're going to remod your JML to have very little protection, so it doesn't do a whole lot of damage. But yeah, every time Ayla takes a turn and does a basic, she will, or every time she crits, in fact, she is going to attempt to stun. You just have to try and drag it out. Unfortunately, I probably should have increased the cooldowns on that Jedi Knight Luke and tried to get rid of him as soon as possible, using far too many AoEs here, but the concept of this team does in fact work out quite correctly. You just want to try and get as many stuns as possible. Definitely recommend getting rid of someone like GMY, throwing in Bastila Shan. She's got a stun on her second special. She can also call Ayla to assist, and that it gives you additional chances to stun. Genuinely, I wish this enemy team was tankier. I genuinely do, because they just die a little bit too easily. So you just got to try and drag it out. Essentially, 30 crits from Ayla is what you're looking for here. So yeah, good luck, I guess. Good luck is the main thing. Of course, I'm using Jedi Knight Luke here because he does have an AoE stun, so that will count for an additional 4 attempted stuns. When it gets down to this point, you're a little bit out of luck. You could try and use your calls to assists with Ayla and hopefully not use the inherited teachings from Jedi Master Luke, just to try and get some additional stuns on the board. But of course, Luke is immune to stuns, so we'll just wrap it up here, and this might be able to get it done for you. But overall, guys, it is a relatively easy Galactic challenge that we have on our hands today, potentially a little bit too easy. Let me know in the comments section down below, which teams did you use, and I will see you all in the very next video. Peace out, and may the Force be with you.